applying some pressure. Beautiful
And it's just
job
pluck
there
anyway.
of clearing out some traffic. And Vish, we continue to see lots of pressure being put on by both Armada and Zero.
Mario's fireball looks
stage with
huge
that,
now.
the ceiling like that on top makes it such that if you're in the center of the stage, you don't get sent off vertically. So they're kind of opting to fight.
Good. I know. Plump is very good. I'm just
staying there because he's like, you know what, I can.
But he's also up against Armada and Zero.
Make sure that I'm on the top
kind of
there.
terrifying in my opinion.
Unfortunately, he loses his stock.
Abadongo losing his first stock. Blue team 2-1. Meanwhile, it's 2-2 for the red team of Armada and Zero. And now Abadongo gets sent out again.
Oh, he took a stock.
1-1 for the
He
blue
took a
team.
stock.
Armada and
He
Zero. They
did.
smell blood in the water here, Vish.
And Flop, you saw it using the share stock because Abadongo was doing such a good job being a stock tank at the center of the stage. Oh man, Ridley, kind of a difficult character to use, it seems.
Zero trying to recover, but
he saw him!
Beautiful up air sends Zero off to the side of the screen.
Dude, that
Zero's
mini-map
able to
thing is
recover.
so cool.
Armada applying some
like
zoning
it.
pressure. Those
It's
projectiles
so
won't save us.
nice.
Flop able to clear out Zero once again. Armada at the top of the level. Abadongo using that up
166
air on
Mario?
Armada.
Jesus Christ.
Zero with a couple of up tilts against
Yeah.
Abadongo and Plum
Should
to
be
wrap
dead.
up the damage.
He
And
really
Zero
should
doing
be.
a great job of staying alive with Mario.
Stop this
Until
shit.
then, points.
Commentators curse Jordan, but Armada was doing such a good job
God, it's so
at
even
catching
now.
Zero and making
What were
sure
you saying,
Zero was
Snake?
safe and sound
As
in
you
the middle.
wish.
As you can see, they are fighting in the middle.
As you wish.
No
Oh, I
tech
thought you said
zone
I
here for
wish.
What it seems. Abba trying to cover his teammate as he makes it back onto the stage. Armada doing a good job, as you can see, maintaining
Armada,
stage
go and
control
charge
with
that
Zero,
spear
though.
ball.
It's actually a pretty even match, as we're saying that Zero's the only one with like a huge lead, but oh my god, a Flop with a huge
Ridley's
lead.
back here is pretty fucking
And that'll
good
be it
too.
for Abadongo's last stock, and that's it, the game is over.
That is
Takes it.
That is game. Armada and Zero doing an excellent job of clearing
Is
things
the
out. And
smoke-
you mentioned the fact that
does it
fine
trail
edge
on you
guarding we saw
until
from
you
both
can
of
move
those.
again?
And we got our first look
Or,
at
like,
Ridley. You
react?
said a little bit of a difficult
you get
character
your
to probably
EI and
understand
stuff
because
when it
you
ends?
just found out about the
Yeah, like, when
character
you can
this
actually,
morning.
like,
But Armada
you know,
and Zero, they move on
gain
and
control.
advance to the winners
Yeah,
bracket.
regain
And
control.
Vicky was a good point. You pointed out with this
Maddie.
level in this great
What's it looking
plateau,
like?
you've got the tower in the middle of the ceiling. It makes it very difficult for anybody to send anybody through the top of the stage, and we saw a lot of traffic underneath there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't look like it was a very easy job to tech in the middle of that. There was a lot of knockback happening in the middle of the stage. But there was an instance where Armada was able to tech on the side of the Great Plateau. So
You think
fighting in the
Shino's
middle is
some of her
probably
hair
the
looks a
best
little
bet
purple
for
in
the
that
red
light?
team to take advantage of stage control and continuously pressure the blue team.
And Vish, we talk about this game. A lot of the players always focus on movement and why it's so important in the Super Smash Bros. Series. What are some of the things you've noticed about the movement in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
I mean, honestly, like we were saying before, it's faster. One of the options that you can do is you can do short hop aerial just a bit faster. You could push the jump and A at the same time. So you don't have to like tap jump to make it short hop. And I feel like this in combination with just the faster pace of the way the game goes, you saw like the way the knockback
I
works
really like that.
is, even though you get
With the
hit,
whole
you
tap
fly
jumping thing.
immediately to where your
I
trajectory
fuck that
is a
up
lot
all the
faster than
time.
we've seen in previous Smash games. So
that's
everything's
so
happening
Now
at
be
just
the
like
parry
a faster
king.
pace.
I will
And so I
wait a
think
second.
with teams,
Tap
it
jump.
actually
Tap
makes it a
jump
little
if
bit harder
you
to like,
jump
you know,
and
combo
at the
off
same
your
time, do a
allies'
tap
hits
jump.
and whatnot. So I think that's a huge
So
factor
nice.
in this game.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after our first match was just concluded. You had Zero and Armada getting the victory, which means the two buddies get a face-off against each other in the next winners round. Coming up next, though, we'll have our next set of doubles. And for those players, let's take a moment and get to know them just a little bit
Fuck
better.
yeah, I want to
That
see
music,
theirs.
dude?
I
Hear that
hear it.
music?
Yeah, it's
Mega Man!
Mega Man! Mega Man!
Mega Man!
They call him Mr. R because Mr. PG-13 is, well, kinda unimpressive.
I like reading manga.
Legend has it
No!
that some are born into greatness and others are just lucky.
Hey, look.
In a world where an adult man can be named
I like how everyone likes Nintendo video
Zero.
games. It's their favorite video game.
Mango?
Mango? Really?
Yeah,
Like my grandma's favorite food?
I'm over this.
Good job, Mango. He likes Mario Kart 8.
Weird!
He may not be
No,
old
like
enough
Smash.
to sign a lease,
Yeah.
rent a car, or obtain a legal permit to feed a pig in Arizona, but he can kick your butt in Smash.
Yeah. I think they were told to pick a Nintendo game.
Now,
Oh, I'm
these guys
100%
will
sure.
compete with the fate of
Like,
the
Nintendo's
entire
weird, like the whole
universe.
Coke and Pepsi thing,
Wait,
you know?
it's
Yeah,
not the entire
never
universe.
acknowledge the others.
It's Super
Exactly.
Smash Brothers. That's cool too. I want to get in on that action. I have an arm too. Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018.
Wow. Okay, man.
And once again, some
Okay.
big-time names as we introduce
Excited.
the other half of our competitors here. And Vicky, what can you say about some
Mango?
of the accolades of these players here?
Well, Mr. R is
Gonna
one
have
of the
Fox.
players that a lot of people know from Smash
Then
Bros.
Val
right
Wii U,
now.
5th at Frostbite
And Val.
2018. He did
And then
do
Rob.
2nd at EVO 2017, so that definitely put him on the map. He also helped mold
So far,
the
no
shape
inklings.
meta. So Mr.
Good.
R, being a known player, making his ways around the community, but also MK Leo, a prodigy to his respective game, very young player, 17 years old, coming all the way from Mexico.
And we take a look at the player cards and see what characters our players selected for this opening round. And obviously, there are 3 that they drafted here. Mr. R, he's and Mango. And
Damn it,
the
Mango.
decision for
Fuck.
Mango here, Vish. One of the new
Oh,
characters
fuck.
in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Honestly, I'm really excited that
You can tell he
Mango
wants
got
to win.
included
Yeah.
because, you know, his playstyle is reckless, it's flashy, he's not afraid to risk it all. He's like, you know what, this is a new
shit.
type of character. I'm just gonna play it
Let's
right
see.
off the bat. Why
You know,
not?
I'm rooting
Vish
for
is gonna
Mango
just,
still.
Take us
Mango,
through
you
some
got
this,
strategy
bro.
with doubles, because obviously there's a lot
Holy
going on in
shit.
the map, and you want to make sure that you have some focused, concentrated attacks, but it's not 1v1 where you can really just focus in on one
Fucking
target.
Bayo.
Yeah,
Oh
true,
my
true, true.
God.
And the
Yeah.
percentages also work a little bit differently in doubles. You know, the normal hits don't do as much percentage.
I figured they
as
will
in
have
singles
like a
versus
gentleman's
doubles.
agreement.
But
like,
a lot
no
of it
one
is just kind of
Bayo,
like
okay.
taking up space with
Yeah, then
your
he's
player.
like-
Oh my god. And Mango going
He's the one that started it.
Ganondorf right off the bat.
Started the
I like it. But
agreement.
yeah, so they kind of want to just go around both the
Oh, he's
other
going in with
players,
that
kind of
Ganon.
picture them in certain
Can't pay
situations.
attention.
One person grabs the edge,
Tell
one
him
person
again.
stays in the center
Here's
of the
what
stage.
they're gonna do.
Those are the
got a
guys that
sword.
play
Got a
doubles really
sword
well.
for smash
Let's pick
attacks
this
now.
up in Moray Towers, red team. Mr. R going
Oh,
as
oh,
Cloud.
Lucky.
Eliminated
Oh,
Protect him!
God.
Protect
couple of
him!
up tilts by Lucky, and you see Mango using Ganondorf and Vicky. Ganondorf brings
can't
a
let
new weapon
Ganon
to his arsenal
walk
in
around
Super Smash
smashing
Brothers
his
Ultimate.
face.
Ganondorf
From
now
your
has
face all
a
day.
sword for his
Do it.
smash attacks. As you saw
Hurts.
earlier, Lucky losing his shield quite early within the game. And I'm so happy we
believe
get
in
to see
Mango.
a display of Ganondorf not just
We
using
all
his
do.
fists and his feet, Jordan, but also the sword.
And Vish, you look at this map, all the different levels, it's going to be really hard to establish
Oh,
a neutral game when there's
shit.
so much verticality in Moray Towers as Cloud
him
gets
playing
sent to the
with-
top of the screen, and now Mr.
And
R
Bayo
trip
playing
to the
with
left.
Bayo?
Yeah, I think moves that have huge hitboxes do
They're
really well. As we
so-
saw
oh, come on, they can
the
do
smash
this
attack
shit.
from Bayonetta going through the platforms like that. I think huge hitboxes like Ganon's as well will do really well on
I
this
really
stage. So
love that
great
smoke
choices
thing.
from everyone. Cloud also a huge sword hitbox will kind of just traverse and cover the stage really
That
well.
looked a lot quicker
Mango in the
than
middle
the
of your
last
map
one.
right now,
The
paired with
up tilt.
MK Leo's Bayonetta. 3-3 stocks for the blue team.
Oh, his
However,
boot?
Lucky losing the first stock, and it's 3-2
Wait,
red.
I'm
And
being
Mr. R
stupid.
at
You can
135
cancel it
with
whenever
Cloud
you
at the
want.
top of your screen, trying to avoid
Don't
getting
mind me.
knocked out. Then you see another fighter to your left, Mango, able to recover with Ganon on the left-hand side. But Lucky
we
sidesteps
tech
the
those,
end of the
man.
stage here, Vicky, and now it is an equal game between red and blue.
You had a very similar fight to what people noticed from MK Leo and Mr. R, and unfortunately Mr. R star KOing in the background and losing a stock, left with 2 stocks in total now.
MK Leo with Bayonetta doing a great job of hanging on. Still on the stage. 3-2 advantage for the blue team over the 2-2 for the red. Mango with Ganon, missing with a couple of forward tilts right there. But you see Mr. R, nice work with the up air, able to connect. MK Leo able to punish Lucky right there as
You know
well.
what this
too,
means?
Are you guys noticing that it feels like Mango's going right for Lucky every single time they're together?
Polo's gonna
I
main
see
Cloud.
some heated battles
good.
coming up right now. Mango's like kind of just abandoning his team.
Good
He's
to
like,
know
"Yo,
your
Lucky,
main."
Lucky, I'm coming down for you down there, man. See me.
Lucky unable to recover at the bottom of your screen. He's down to his
Oh,
final
no, you
stock.
can do it.
MK Leo, though, Vicky,
You did drop him.
still
Okay.
with his 3 stocks, he will refuse to
Yo,
kill. But here comes
that's-
this
oh, get
that's a
it
fake,
back,
dude.
Go ahead
Oh,
and
it's
grab
real.
that. We know
Yeah, it was
that's
rolling.
smash
That's
attack. You wanna
strange.
Make sure your opponents are lined up.
Okay.
Oh! What did he just do?
He went to the shadow realm.
Unfortunately, he was facing the wrong direction.
Dude, the
and
first
caused
fucking
himself
proper
to lose that
SD
stock, Jordan.
in competitive Smash
we see
5
Lucky
history.
getting the
Ladies and
KO
gentlemen,
on
Lucky
Leo.
from a Smash Ball.
However, 1-1 for Mr. R and Lucky. You're looking for MK Lango and Mango to close things out. Mango doing a great job. Oh, look at the top of your screen, Vish.
It
What
was
did we just do
disgusting,
there?
dude.
And a vertical KO.
Come on, Gannon side for the
Now
end.
it's just a 2-on-1.
I know you wanna.
Please.
Please, it'd be so hype.
Dude, he's doing it. He's
Mango
oh,
right
do
back
it. That'd
here.
be cool.
Ganondorf, MK Leo trying to
Help
use the down
him,
air.
look
Lucky
faster.
trying to elude and just get on some type of even footing. Oh, beautiful counter against
What?
Ganondorf. Sends him off to the side.
What the
Unable
hell
to recover,
happened?
and Mango
Oh, it was a
down to his
counter.
final stock. MK Leo, though, still has two.
Oh,
You figure, and
what?
that's the
Wow.
Oh, but it's not
Is that the
enough.
big knee?
huge
Yeah, if
prospect
there's
there.
like a-
Hanging on, but
Oh,
yes.
what the fuck?
Maybe, I think he's
Uses
countering.
the
He's
twist.
countering.
No.
He tried to hang
Now he's
on,
getting
get
hit.
bigger. The
Oh, was he?
cutscene is a KO.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
somehow
You're
he kept his
confusing the
jump that
system. You
entire
talk about
time.
being
That was
able to stay
impressive.
alive and just relentless and
guess he's
relentless.
just
What
using
we
his
saw
up beat.
there, MK Leo, especially with
Because I know
that
they said they
Bayonetta
have those like
staying alive
slow-mo
to give
like
the blue team the early
zoom and
advantage.
shit like
We
that.
DI those and
like
we
Falcon
live in,
punch
but
or
not living
hits.
enough.
So I guess they
Unfortunately,
like-
but she was just
they are
using
going
her
to fall.
B,
and
right?
Yeah, her
MK
gun,
Leo
that's the
team
confusing
is going
part.
to proceed
The
through bracket
final
with
hit
Mango.
when
Let's
there's
take a look
one
at the
enemy
updated
left that
bracket
does
after
that.
our first two matches,
Oh,
and
okay.
we'll see how these fighters will continue to make their way. So MK Leo and Mango, they get the victory, which means they will face off in a 1v1 coming up next, and it will also be Zero versus Armada in a 1v1 as well too. But let's get to our elimination bracket, because obviously it's double elimination in this tournament. You got to send some folks home if you don't keep winning. It'll be doubles at this point, which will then send us to a
they have a
4-player
loser
free-for-all
bracket?
in the next round. So
Items
we're gonna
on.
have Abadongo and
Oh,
Plum
boy.
versus
Then a
Mr.
4-player
R and
free-for-all.
Lucky in some
Oh my
doubles. And
God.
Once again, when we look at those doubles, it seems like
Tournament
Fish,
level.
a fighter that's able to really make the most of having those 3 full stocks. We saw that with MK Leo, with Bayonetta. You're able just to apply consistent pressure, and we've seen that in both fights as well too, having the lead with the 3-0 stock.
Yeah, I mean, that just gives you that huge 2-on-1 potential. And now going into this match, they can't use that first character they had in that arsenal. So now they got to switch between the remaining 2 that they have. And I'm really curious to see how Lucky, with his fast-paced kind of play style, is going to change versus Plup and Abadongo, and how Mr. R is going to go through
They're
this.
just
Man, it's
talking.
going to be crazy.
Let's take a look at the updated player cards and see what characters are still available for choice. As we said, players drafted 3 characters, and once you've used a character, you can no longer use them. You see that character that's ineligible, they are grayed out. So for Abadongo, you've got your Mewtwo and Pac-Man still,
I
Plup,
know,
Pit, and Villager, Mr. R, Ryu, and Little Mac, and then for
That's
Lucky,
great.
you have Bowser and Fox. So you look at some of the available characters here, not too many
I really
big
hope he
characters
brings
out
them
there,
in.
Vicky.
Not at all, but you still have to watch out for them because,
gonna have
as
to
you notice,
eventually.
things are a little bit different in 1v1s
what if he loses
versus
this one, though?
free-for-alls or teams.
I guess
damage
you're right.
does not scale the same.
Well, the loser
as
bracket
in
was all like,
four-player
it was a
free-for-all,
double, and then it goes to a
the damage
4-person.
scales less than
Oh,
when
it's
you're
the other
1v1s.
losers. Right.
And Vish, you look at the fact that you have items on now for this doubles elimination matchup.
Oh,
and you
God,
also have the
items
Smash
are
Ball
on. I
and
didn't
so when
even
it comes to
realize.
items, how do you go about and change
Friendly
your
Fire's
strategy with
also
that?
on?
Because that's not what we typically see in competitive play.
Right. I think it was clever, if this was what Lucky was thinking, to keep Fox because he has the reflector, which does so much more when you have items. I mean, it reflects back items at twice the force, and if you have Pokemon,
shit.
it reflects back. Oh, but he says no, Vish. I'm gonna go.
What's wrong with
Bowser.
Rio's face?
We've got Mr. R as Ryu, Lucky as Bowser, Abadongo as Pac-Man, and Plup as Villager.
Dude, this is scary.
Both players.
I really want to know how
Four
Ryu
stocks
deals
each.
with other
Items are
targets
on, so
behind him
keep an
and
eye
front
out
of
for
him.
that as you see the
Yeah,
chocolate bar
'cause he
fly
always
through the
faces
sky.
the-
And already, Lucky
when
choosing Bowser. You
1-on-1.
see how big of a target he is.
Oh, only when
Lucky doing
1-on-1.
lots of
Okay.
damage at 65.
So there's
He may
like
be taking on a lot
specific
of damage, but he
things
also
like
deals
Otherwise,
a
it's
lot of
normal
damage
Ryu.
on his own,
Yep.
so you're going to want to watch
Gotcha.
out as the trajectory
Assist
of the game
trophy.
sends you
Starman.
pretty far.
We see the
Pew, pew,
Starman
pew.
assist trophy come out, and
What a
what's
god
different is
keeper.
if you can KO the assist trophy,
The
that's going to
directional
eliminate a
air
stock.
dodges
So keep an eye out for that in this
are
version of Super
interesting.
Smash Bros. Ultimate. We already see
Yeah.
our first fighter sent flying off the screen. Lucky Abadongo on the right-hand side trying to recover. Ew!
Knuckles,
He
you
was
big
out
man.
already.
Oh my God, we got Knuckles.
Knuckles the Echidna, dude.
Knuckles, the assist trophy, breaking the hearts of so many, but here he comes trying to assist the blue team.
X-Bomb deployed off the side of the stage as well, too. You see some
Hit him,
bottles
Mr.
of
R.
milk flying in there trying to get some help. Plup doing a great job with that forward tilt, clearing out the
He's
room of
fucking
Lucky.
up his own
Both fighters
team
get
so
juggled
much.
in the air, both Lucky
Villager
and Mr. R,
shenanigans are-
and smash ball
they're good
onto
for
the
team.
stage. This can certainly turn the tide. Abadongo and Plup still with 4 stocks each, and Mr. R losing his second stock there, Fish.
Oh yeah, and
almost
no one
has
has
it.
seemed to got the smash ball. They all
think it's
really
gone.
went for it. I
Oh.
mean, that really changes his pace.
He's
Go
going
get it.
deep.
Oh my!
Go deep.
He wanted it so bad.
Doesn't quite get
Oh,
it.
went through the
Shit.
stage.
With the
Giga
Bowser!
Bowser!
What is he gonna do? What is he gonna target? This punch
Woo,
is
woo,
brutal.
woo, woo.
Abadongo
That's
going
sick,
down.
dude.
Waka Patman sent off the stage right there. Lucky using
Oh, shit,
Giga
that fire
Bowser
icon.
and the punch, but now
Wow.
Bowser and Lucky down to 2
Dude.
stocks. You've got a huge advantage
they're
for the blue
crushing
team
this.
as Abadongo still has
Holy
to
Villager has yet to die.
stock here, Vicky.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a walk of goodbye to
Villager's,
Pac-Man,
like,
but it doesn't
got all
matter
these
because they're
fucking-
still in the lead. Abba
He's an
holding on to the bomb, and
He is.
Mr. R
He
out
just
of the
signed up
stadium.
for that
Ryu
massive
down to his
Get the
final
thing.
stock. Mr. R really going to have to hang in there tight. You've seen the pressure applied from both Abadongo and Plup, 2 speedy characters working their way around the stage right now. Pac-Man
With
using the
items
down air
on top
Lucky. Lucky
of
getting sent sailing. We now have our launch
Pac-Man's
star with the
crazy
new
shit
items.
and
We can
Villager's
send
crazy
that,
shit.
And that does it.
Oh, wow,
That's
it killed him.
Bowser, top of the screen KO.
God.
Both Mr. R and Lucky down to their final stock. No stock sharing at this point here. Abadongo, Plup looking
Oh, that's
very
gonna
hard.
kill. That's gonna kill.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
mean,
start
honestly,
thing
that-
from
that-
Mario
that,
Galaxy.
Star
Oh, okay.
Launcher is really strong. I mean,
Ooh.
it KO'd Lucky. That's such
Bowser's
a
forward smash is
off the
so
top like that. I really
gross.
like it, but I think
Yeah.
now
Wait,
it
no,
seems
back-
like Lucky and Mr. R are
back
kind of slowing down the
smash?
pace. They were going really,
Bowser's
really
just
fast at the start of it.
He's a filthy
and they got
boy.
comboed quite a bit, and now they're kind of controlling center as best they can. But the stock lead is just so substantial for Abadongo and Plup.
Oh, Bowser
Forward
with
smash,
the
okay.
fair. That's going to clear things out. Abadongo at 3, Plup at 2, Mr.
There's
R.
no back
He's
smash, I'm
eliminated.
sorry.
You've got Lucky at 82%. It's
Wait,
2
did he
on
team
1,
kill?
plenty
I
of
wasn't even
stocks
paying attention.
For both Abadongo
Did
and
Lucky
Plup.
really fuck him
Abadongo
up?
at 103. Bowser at 113. He's hanging on still. Both fighters, though, have him in his sights. Lucky trying to hang in there.
Oh,
Plup
God,
doing
this
a
must
great
be
job with
hell.
those juggles, though, Vicky.
Yeah, he was doing a
Especially
good
for
job at
Bowser.
avoiding Abadongo
Dealing
and
with
Plup and avoiding
Villager
trying
and
to get hit
Pikmin
by
and
them instead of
items.
opted for them to get the blast.
And
Oh
then
my
he's gotta
goodness,
deal with
grabbing
this
the
shit.
three-part
Oh, wow.
ship here
Get him,
from
get him.
Kirby
Oh, wow.
Air Ride.
What
I'm
a
so
god.
glad we were able to see that once again come back to the Smash Games, Jordan.
A decisive
Oh,
victory.
man.
Come on,
Nicely
found my
done
fist.
as
Found
you
it.
look at
Found
Plup and
it.
Abadongo, and it seemed like, Vish, their characters were just much
Lucky's
quicker
not
than what we
happy.
saw for the other selection, Ryu and Bowser, and your opportunity to grab those items really gives you control.
Oh,
of the
he's gonna
stage.
go back
Yeah,
to
I
his
think
hotel room.
because
and just
Bowser is like one of the slower of the cast in this particular
At least
he
set,
got a
I think
free-
that, he
free
just
version
couldn't
of
get up
Smash,
there as
right?
quickly, and he's so big, so he just got kind of tossed around by the other two the enemies. So he wasn't able to get the Smash Balls very well. He got one, but he wasn't able to get the items. And, oh, man, just kind of a slower pace. Ryu also not the fastest in that kind of team's dynamic, but Abba and Plup pull it out, man.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the updated standings here now that we look at the bracket
I don't know
and see
how
how
many,
things are
but a good
advancing for
majority,
our
I'm
players.
sure,
The
of pro
elimination
players
bracket,
haven't played with
Abadongo and
items
Plup, they get the
Right.
victory.
in a serious matter
That
in
means
a
they'll
very
move
long
on.
time.
Mr. R and Lucky, we appreciate you guys joining us, but it is an elimination tournament, unfortunately. So a couple people have to go home. But we're going to take a quick pause from the high-level play we see
I
from
hope
the
everyone
professionals.
gets to go home.
And
For a new
switch gears to a
character?
couple of special guests. And for more on that, let's
Special
please
guest?
welcome to the stage one of the
Sucker?
great Super Smash Brothers hosts and commentators,
TK!
TK
Yes!
Breezy.
Breezy!
There he is!
What up, dog? Much better than Sakurai.
Comes out to Ryu's music too.
Okay, this is the type of
Excellent.
crowd I like to see right here. Smash Brothers. I like it. I like it. I see a lot of people that I know, and that's great to see. But how are you guys enjoying this invitational right now?
Loving it?
I'm good,
Yeah!
Good to know. That's good to know. Thank you.
This is
Thank
better
you.
than Todd Howard, too.
That's good to know. But
Isn't it kind of
yeah, I'm gonna
surreal
tell
that
you
we've
guys
had
what's
these
gonna go down
people on
real
our
quick,
show
okay?
before?
We had
He
our
lurks
glory
in
action
chat.
going on, you know.
Breezy and
We're gonna
Zero.
hear some for fun real quick. We have a 6-minute free-for-all with items and Smash Balls on with some of the greatest cosplayers I might have seen today. Jordan,
Cosplayers.
let me ask you though, how are you enjoying the invitational right now?
I'm loving it. I think the biggest thing is the crowd and the support
Is
that we
EE
see
back there?
here.
I
You
think
talk
EE's
about the
too
Super
rough for
Smash
Nintendo.
Brothers community, and
A
we're
little
seeing it in
bit,
full
yeah.
force here, TK.
TK's a little bit more PC.
Most definitely. Thank you, guys. Dude, this is the type of energy that I like. I
I wish
almost
he
walked
was
in
there, though.
this morning and thought I was
cannot
actually at a
contain
tournament.
them, man.
Like, there's so many people that I
can't.
knew. I was like, man, are we? Am I in bracket? I might be in bracket. All right. So let's get into it. We got our cosplayers. Can we get our cosplayers to the stage? And these cosplayers are Jesus as Mario, Trisha as Link, Tyson as Ness, and Matt as Pac-Man.
I want to see
Dude,
this.
he just named a female as Link?
And I love these outfits here,
Fucked
TK.
up. Wait,
And how about Pac-Man?
That's a big
what's
Ness.
that Galifianakis doing
it.
here?
I love it.
He's Pac-Man.
Why is he Pac-Man?
Play Super Smash Brothers Ultimate for the first time ever. What advice would you give some folks that are picking this game up for the first time?
All right, so you know how when we
so
Smash 4
confused.
started and everyone was just rolling all over the place and it was impossible
Building new
to beat?
characters for Smash.
Well, that's not a thing here because in this game there's actually diminishing return on the rolls. So the more that you roll, the longer the roll is, thus meaning you're going to get punished. So I'd say ease up off those triggers for a little bit because you don't want to be that guy who gets punished for rolling entirely too much.
Yeah,
What's
4
different is
goalie
we see some
players.
different mechanics.
We're gonna
with
be
the air
punished.
dodging as well.
We
too,
roll
to
more
adjust the
rolling.
speed of the game.
Oh yeah, most definitely. The air dodging now, there's directional air dodging if you haven't seen, but also for the Brawl players and the Smash 4 players, there still is that Brawl-esque in Smash 4 air dodge if you do not
What a
hold a direction
strange
when you air
lineup
dodge.
of
Little, less
individuals.
lag. Still
gonna
laggy
be
enough
playing
for you to get
characters.
punished, but there is a little less lag, so it's a little safer.
And a couple of changes to some classic
What's
characters.
wrong?
What did
What's
you
up?
see from the newest edition of Link that we have in this one?
Okay, this is actually going to be, I'm glad that we're seeing some Link action. Also, one shout out to you guys. all playing
Everybody's
the
so
characters that
sweaty,
you're playing right now.
too.
I mean, that's just character loyalty.
Plan that.
But that's just character loyalty.
They're
right
just
there.
so amazing.
So they're getting set for the matchup here. Obviously, they get a chance to get their hands on the game for the first
man.
time. And I really want to know from you that short hop mechanic for the forward attacks that we see in the air as well, too. Seems like it's going to really help out some players that aren't quite at that competitive level.
Yeah, I mean, short hops have been in the game, for a long time. It's just not something that we ever really discussed. It's not like a official term. It's just, hey man, this is a
Secret
jump.
tech.
This is a short hop. But now they kind of made it an official term. We have short hops in the game, making it much easier to attack, keep that pressure going on someone when they're on the ground or maybe on a small platform or a low platform. Keep it going. Keep it going.
And what's interesting too is we were talking about this a little bit before. The damage output
wonder if
is
short
different.
hops are,
when it's a
like,
1v1 versus
their own
a
input,
4-player
or you can still
free-for-all
do, like, the
match.
directional
Tell us
for
a little bit
airs.
more about that.
All right, so the damage output. I'm just
assuming
coming
it's
here
a
rattling
one,
off
like,
information. I've been going at this game
maybe-
for a little bit upstairs.
If you
We was out
hold
there
forward-
chilling, so I got
maybe not
I got
one.
some inside scoop, but the damage
Yeah,
output.
I hope there's
you
still
obviously
directional.
do. I don't know which one people want to call the
Maybe,
normalized
like,
damage, but you
forward,
have a certain amount of
neutral,
damage that you do on one-on-ones, and then you have
And back.
a certain amount of damage
Oh,
that you
wait,
do.
actually, you know
what?
on free-for-alls
In
or
all of them.
2v2.
I can
so
see
the
that
damage
all
is definitely
working.
different. You're going to do more
Short
damage
hop
in
back
one-on-ones,
there.
obviously to compensate for the
Yeah.
fact that it's just you. And then in doubles, because you have a team partner, you're gonna do a little less damage. It's not anything crazy. It's not like a 50% cut or anything. But maybe an up smash does 18 in singles, and then an up smash does like 15 or so in doubles.
And I'm curious as well, too. It's going to be Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Every character we've ever seen before, but a couple of new ones. Inkling and Ridley. Many people waiting a long time to see Ridley in this game. Your thoughts on both those characters?
I mean, I was just as surprised as everyone else. I mean, you guys, when Ridley came out, how surprised were you guys? Come on.
Apparently, Lucky thought that fight was a free throw,
surprise.
which is why he screwed
All right,
over
guys, but
Mr. M.
outside
Oh
of
my
everybody
God,
getting
really?
fighters ready, they're all still playing the characters they are
No.
cosplayed, which again I had to appreciate.
That's
see how it goes
incredible.
down. We got the
Yeah,
fight on
that's
on deck,
amazing.
and I'm just
I
ready
mean,
to see what's gonna
that
happen.
shit
In this
happens.
4-player free-for-all, if you want to follow the action, you can see the color of the smoke when they get knocked off the stage. That'll tell you who launched who. You got a nice, convenient little radar. But let's get things rolling here. It's no
God.
secret. You got Mario, you got Link,
No.
you got Pac-Man, and Ness. 4-player.
Yo,
All right, then
fucking Link.
today.
Let's do this shit.
Man, like he's got the gloves on, so I don't even know how he's fully gripping this controller right now. So
Animal
it's
Crossing Island.
So just some platinum Pac-Man play coming in for this man. He looks so focused.
you gonna say?
Just let me get a good look at his face.
I'm already upset.
He's
Okay.
focused, man. He's in it. He's dialed in, dude. He's dialed
It
in.
looked
You
like
got the
his
Champions Tunic Link. A
Boomerang?
couple differences
His
there.
F-tilt
No
was
hook shot
slower.
for that Link this
His
time.
No
jab
quick
is
shot
slower.
this time. For those who do not know, Link actually is the Breath of the Wild Link, so he does not have a hook
Arrow
shot one.
charged a
He
little bit
also
slower
has
as well.
detonatable bombs, much like the game. You
I
can put a
can
bomb
run on
out,
that,
leave
of
it out
course.
for a long time, and then as the opponent gets closer, you throw it towards your opponent and it hits him, you detonate it, and get big
Doesn't
damage.
have a hook shot.
Smash ball on, items on. You see Ness.
He doesn't?
with
He has,
that
like,
smart
normal
bomb
grab?
deploys that.
Apparently.
That's going to be Mario.
That doesn't
taking
make
the
any
ceiling, but
That's what
Mario
Razor
hanging
just
on
said.
right there. Bottom right-hand corner of your
wait.
screen. Up tilt from Pac-Man.
That makes sense,
clears
though,
out Link
because
at this point.
he doesn't have
You got
that
a
in Breath of the
Super Scope
Wild.
on the stage
That's
as well,
true,
too,
yeah.
if you want to
That's-
use that. And TK
That
early on,
sucks,
our fighters doing
though.
a great job of
Yep.
hanging in there.
You're
That's
so
great
used
for
to
us.
looking. It's amazing Dancing for us, Russ.
Link. I was
Yes.
wondering who's gonna get that first one because
Down with the king.
we're looking at the big screen and also some player faces. We're still looking extra focused. Oh my, who is that coming off the left side? We got.
No, I'm not switching from Link. I'll make it work. I stuck with him since 64.
Why don't you just play Young Link?
No.
How about Toon Link?
No, I hate Toon Link.
Early on, and what we're going to see here,
I absolutely hate
is going to light up here.
What's wrong with Toon
So you
Link?
can follow and see who has
He's
the
too
lead.
fast.
Pac-Man doing a
He is
great
pretty
job
squirrely.
clearing out and getting a KO against Ness right there. So negating probably
Also
what
don't like
Ness did with that
his,
smash ball.
As Jordan said,
projectile
there is an
properties.
indicator for who is in the lead. You will flash.
What if
up
Young Link
momentarily.
plays
So it's
exactly
kinda
like
the
the
get
Link
that
you're
guy,
used to?
you know, the get that guy notice.
Because
right
he'll
there.
probably
If you
have his
want
hook shots
to
for
get in the
all.
lead, you know
We'll
exactly
have
who to
to
take
see.
out.
That black hole right behind the launch star. You
And
got
he
an
wouldn't have
essential
remote
galaxy in
bombs,
the
so
middle
I'm
of this
assuming
map
they
as
wouldn't have
everything
nerfed
sent
his,
spiraling
jab
in
and
there.
that.
All 4 players on the map at this point. Oh, but
You
here
didn't see
comes the
drop
crane.
bombs.
Yo, Arcade Bunny. Arcade Bunny. What you know about Arcade Bunny, TK?
Listen, I'm running up in the
Oh
best
my
crane
God.
Bye-bye.
right now. Crane is a god.
I just realized they're also playing a time match.
Yeah, they are.
Also, why do they have this
iterations in the past?
I mean, you see him already has it set out. Now all he has to do is hit down B one more time.
Oh, this picture?
Yeah.
Wait around.
You guys do cosplay,
Get next to it. Actually, it's not even on the stage anymore. It might have just rolled off. But now
why?
that it's off stage, he is able to pull another one. You can only have
Why
one
not?
amount of time as Link. Oh, here we go.
This is the new generation of Zeros and YouTube
Leaving
Kings.
that, it gets a dash attack. Not gonna get too much over that. Looking for the PK Thunder. Little
This is
ambition.
it.
You're fucking
In the middle of your
right.
screen right now, you see the star rod right behind him. Nobody grabbing that. That remote bomb sending Ness to the top of the screen. Ness and Mario on the right-hand side going a little 1v1. That fair knocking Mario back at this point. Oh, but you see the upward smash and another smash.
Oh, that's a decoy.
You should get that.
Don't
Yeah,
get
it is.
that.
Look how dumb
Get
it is.
that one. They're gonna get it.
Oh!
They're going for it. They're fools. Oh, fucking dumb. Weren't they watching the Invitational? Not the Invitational. We're watching that. The presentation.
They will be. They'll watch the
They'll
bud.
watch the
None of
Invitational.
our competitors might have seen it. End up getting blasted by it. It just goes off any one of the vicinity.
Oh,
Takes
yeah.
big
Fuck the
damage.
fucking bees, dude.
Out there, smart bomb.
Big bomb. Big bomb.
Yo, those bombs look super cool with Link,
Ness
though.
trying to use a PK thumb
Yeah, I
on the
like the
left-hand
visuals,
side.
I guess,
Link
though.
with the beautiful
I
up
missed the
air.
old bomb
Here
for
comes that
sure.
Hokatatsu
Well, I don't know.
bomb
I'm
that's
not
going to
gonna
come
judge it
crashing down
yet
here
until I get
in
my hands
just
on
a
it.
second.
Yeah,
Some
right.
bananas on your bottom right. Got to
Probably
get
be a
that
demo.
potassium, Mario. Watch out for that bomb coming back down to earth. Doesn't do any damage at that point. 2:15
Oh, that is
left in this
definitely
one,
a
TK.
slower arrow.
Tightly contested.
Look, very smart for that Mario to go for those bananas too, man. Has the highest percentage on deck right now. Now, as you can see, the range
Oh, he's
is
eating them.
obviously still in. Look at his portrait right now.
If
He's
beer
smoking.
versus
When
is
he
still
is
a
extra
thing,
mad, he is
I can
fuming.
make this
The
work.
next person who takes the up smash from him might be the last up smash they'll ever see.
Mario at 138 at this point, trying to use the down air as he comes back down to earth. Mario with the up B that's going to clear out some traffic. Link trying to use that ore club potentially, but Ness gets sent sailing to the left-hand side of your screen. Mario gets KO. We got a minute 43
KO.
left, and it looks like Link is going to be the one in the advantage right now.
Knocked
Here comes Eevee.
out.
Eevee with the headbutt on Ness, sends him sailing through the sky.
Yeah, it's just a quick tackle.
Look out for that shark, Pac-Man. Get out of the water.
It's definitely going to be losing that HP.
No, that's
He's
not a
gonna battle
decoy.
this one. And here we go. Got another
That's a
smash.
real
Oh,
one.
Shit.
immediately drops it.
If Mario can't connect, he gets that one.
Oh,
he
wow.
missed one of them. He sends Link
Oh,
sailing
and then
on
he's
the
dead.
ocean.
Oh, no, that was last.
Double KO,
Okay.
the double annihilation.
I mixed them
That
up.
would've
They
been
both have
crazy
red
for him,
hats.
though. Down to the
Oh,
wire,
makes
though.
sense.
Pac-Man, the only
And
one
it's so
really
fucking
in,
tiny.
KO percentages.
It's probably even worse for fucking.
Ness with the back air against Pac-Man.
Wait, no, it wouldn't
Nicely
be worse
done
for
right
Jack.
there. Link trying to
Never
shield
mind.
block against that PK fire, able to
You
punish
see
that.
the exact same.
Pac-Man trying to throw some more projectiles on the left-hand side of your screen. Ness getting sent to the left-hand side as well, too. Super Scope available at this point. And TK, we got a minute left in this one.
We got a minute left, and I'm honestly, I have not been keeping up
Oh
with
shit,
the
it's
score.
Werebear.
What about- I wish I
Oh
was.
my god, it fucking uppercuts though.
Beware in the middle of the
Pretty
screen.
scary.
The assist from
Jesus.
the Pokemon. Excuse me, the Pokemon gets the KO.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, and honestly, it might still be walking around the stage. Yeah, he's coming right back. Look at him. You gotta watch this.
He wants another punch.
Okay, it was actually Mario that's close, so he made.
Bullet Bill.
That was his trainer. Not gonna jump.
Get him, dude.
Pac-Man.
Come on.
How about
Yes.
The 1-2 KO sends Link sailing to the top of the
Bro.
screen.
I think Pac-Man's gonna
25
win.
seconds left in
Yeah,
this one.
Pac-Man's been
Looking to
doing
close things
work.
out. Ness is really the only one here, TK and KO
I mean, he looks
range.
like the kind of guy who would
True.
do work.
Obviously, where it's gonna
Zach
be a line until we
Galifianakis.
get, some extra
Yeah.
games here, or anybody else that actually
I don't
still
think
eating
anything
the fruit
funny.
that is dropping from the trees. And if you guys remember from
And-
Totem Island, it is a 3DS
What the
stage.
fuck just happened?
The Spark Man took out everybody.
Holy shit.
No, I mean, obviously,
This motherfucker plays with items on the daily.
Trained all my life for this.
Gonna be here, TK.
Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling
Pac-Man!
good. Yeah! What does he win?
Pac-Man
Dignity.
fever, TK.
Pac-Man doesn't look, even with
Does
the
he
gloves
win a
on,
Mrs.
I wasn't
Pac-Man
sure he was going
pick
to be
on
able
the
to do it, but the gloves did not stop this man from taking that
From
He is
another hairy
pushing.
man.
here.
That's
He's
cosplaying
Super
as this
Smash
Pac-Man.
Brothers
Oh,
Invitational
good.
2018. Give it up to my man Pac-Man.
Dude, he is so hot up there under all those
All
lights.
right,
as
guys,
well.
so that was a
Dude,
lot
it's
of fun,
annoying.
but
I
we're going
hate
to get
it.
right
And the
back
beard.
into the Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018, throwing it to our casters.
So wait, what did he win?
Oh, bye, Breezy. I love